happening? I didn't do anything.
Authorities are questioning 52-year-old Kevin West, a high-ranking fire chief celebrated for pulling people out of death's grip. He is presenting himself as a devastated widow, shattered by his wife's unexpected medical crisis.
So keep your hands this way.
I'm a good man. I tried to save my wife. I've only tried to save people my whole life.
Someone in his wife's inner circle was harboring a grim deception, utilizing inside knowledge to construct what they believed was an unshakable alibi. Yet, they completely underestimated the digital footprints and the undeniable forensic scars that would slowly drag the unsettling truth into the burning light.
Any concerns you have about their relationship or anything going on there that we should know about?
Nothing like that I could think of. No.
And then, how did you first learn of Marcy's passing?
He told me.
This is Marcy West, a loving mother and dedicated wife who thought she was living a peaceful life in Washington. But in early 2024, her life was brutally cut short inside her own bedroom. While her high-ranking firefighter husband tried to mask her death as a tragic, sudden seizure, it was Marcy's own body that ultimately spoke the silent truth to forensic investigators. In the early hours of January 31st, 2024, emergency lights shattered the quiet of a Washington neighborhood. Kevin West stood over his dead wife, weaving a tale of a medical emergency. To the detectives on the ground, the initial canvass of the neighborhood yielded absolutely nothing out of the ordinary. The people living next door saw the emergency lights that fateful morning, but had no reason to suspect foul play. To them, the Wests were just an ordinary, happy couple.
Appreciate that. If I have just a quick second, my name's Fred. I'm a sergeant with the sheriff's office.
Okay.
And do you know your neighbor Kevin and Marcy very well?
I wouldn't say very well, but I mean, I know them.
Okay. We're doing an investigation, and my body camera is on, just so you know. We're investigating the death that Marcy died a few weeks ago. I don't know if you'd heard that. And were you around when that happened?
We actually, I woke up and thought I left the Christmas lights on. I saw our bedroom's right up there. So I saw the red and blue and lights.
Fire trucks and everything?
Yeah, it was like 4:45 in the morning, something like that. So I just peeked out and didn't really know what was going on. But yeah, that's kind of all we remember.
Okay. Anything from the night before or anything before that sticks out to you?
No, I didn't hear any shouting or something like that. Nothing weird, no.
Perfect. Anything any concerns you have about their relationship or anything going on there that we should know about?
Nothing like that I could think of. No, they always seem really happy.
Do you think we should know about?
No, nothing I could think of.
Okay. We're just trying to check with neighbors, make sure we're not missing anything. So I appreciate your time.
Absolutely.
Okay. Thank you so much.
While the neighbors heard no shouting and saw no cracks in the facade, a digital ghost was about to destroy Kevin's alibi. When detectives unlocked Marcy's cell phone, the image of the loving husband vanished, replaced by a bitter, hidden war over an infidelity that occurred right within Kevin's own fire battalion. Text records later proved a much darker dynamic. Kevin had been having a secret affair with Cynthia Ward, a former volunteer firefighter. Even more sickening, the messages revealed that Cynthia had been actively encouraging Kevin, operating under the belief that Marcy's death would finally clear the path for their new life together. On February 7th, they summoned Cynthia Ward, a former volunteer firefighter, for a supposedly casual chat. The detectives, Dean and Lawrence, played it smart. They kept their tone soft and non-threatening, treating Cynthia not as a suspect, but as a potential piece of a jigsaw puzzle.
So we are here to talk about Kevin and Marcy's situation. Like I said, my name's Dean, this is Lawrence. We're with the Clark County Sheriff's Office, but we're working in conjunction with the Clark County Medical Examiner's Office.
Okay.
So we've been tasked with helping them out just to try and figure out as much as possible about Marcy and Kevin to help their investigation kind of as it moves forward. As I'm sure maybe you're aware, maybe not. It's
a little, but I still don't understand, but that's okay.
Perfect.
Sure.
And that's what we're here to chat about.
Okay.
So it's one piece of the puzzle. Your name came up as somebody who might know a little bit more about them. And so that's why we're wanting to chat with you. So don't be intimidated. But that's why we're here. Kevin West, how long have you known Kevin?
These are approximate. I knew him when I was a volunteer firefighter, so I again, maybe 20 years ago.
Oh, okay.
So yeah,
Where'd you volunteer at?
Washougal.
Gotcha. Okay. Were they still separate back then, or
Yeah.
was it? Okay.
Yeah. So I was a volunteer for Washougal and paid for District 1
Oh,
when they were
okay.
District 1 at the time.
Interesting. Was Camas District 1 or was that East
No,
County?
East County.
Okay. Gotcha. I loosely know my fire station.
Yeah.
I'm still.
Now it's all combined. So
Okay.
yeah.
So you met him while you were volunteering at Washougal.
Mm-hmm.
Was he employed with Washougal at the time or Camas?
Camas.
Okay. So he's been with them for a long time.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Did you know Marcy at all, or?
I think I met her once,
Okay.
20 years ago.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
So way back in the
Yeah.
day. Okay. And then what was the relationship or dynamic with Kevin at that time?
Pretty much friends at first, and then kind of had like a closer relationship. I did. I think it was because I liked his paramedic work. I had a couple of firefighters that I liked, and I just enjoyed working with. So, yeah.
Cynthia began weaving her defense, instantly trying to distance herself by pushing the timeline back as far as possible. She claimed their connection was ancient history, starting 2 decades ago when they worked at separate fire districts. She even went as far as minimizing her knowledge of the victim, claiming she had only met Marcy once, 20 years prior. But notice the hesitation in her voice. She slips up, admitting they had a closer relationship because she liked his paramedic work. This is where the cracks begin to widen.
Okay. Has there ever been a time where you guys were involved or intimate?
Yes.
Okay. And when was that?
I don't know the last time. I can't give a date.
Like it's like time frame.
Oh, like when it started? Like
Or I guess, like in general, was this 20 years ago? Was this a week or a month ago?
I mean, just like a month ago, maybe a couple months ago. I don't know. I don't know the date, and I'm not sure.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, that's okay. And then you mentioned more recently you guys started talking again?
Yeah, like in July.
Okay.
Yeah.
And kind of what was the dynamic there, or how'd you?
Just, hey, how's it going? Pretty much that's how it, for a while, just talking and chatting and just kind of remembering old times. Like, remember we went on this call one time kind of thing.
Gotcha.
But that was it.
Okay. And then how did you first learn of Marcy's passing?
He told me.
Okay.
Kevin told me.
And do you remember about when that was?
I think I messaged him and just said like good morning or something, and he told me that she passed away.
Okay. And like that day, or was it like a couple days after? Or?
I think it was that day.
Okay.
I think. I'm sorry.
Nope.
I think it was that day. 'Cause I reached out to him. He didn't reach out to me. I messaged just like hi, good morning or something like that.
Any other details that you can remember that he's mentioned since that time?
No, not really.
Okay.
I kind of steered away from it just because I felt bad.
Sure. So when you were chatting with John, or when was that separation, roughly?
I don't know.
Okay.
Once the seal of truth was broken, the real timeline emerged. Cynthia admitted they actually reconnected in July, months before Marcy West was murdered. Cynthia thought she was controlling the narrative, but she had just handed the detectives the ultimate motive Kevin West needed to get rid of his wife. As the interrogation pressed on, Cynthia struggled to maintain a consistent timeline, exposing the deep instability within her own domestic life and her desperate reliance on Kevin.
Years ago, we tried to break up, but decided to stay together. Financially, it was, beneficial. We, have a place together. I love his son. So, and it got better. He's really involved with his son's sports, so it kind of put a little hardship on our relationship because I was alone all the time.
Gotcha. Okay. And you said he doesn't know about Kevin? You haven't told him about Kevin at all? His daughter moved back in with you guys?
She's still with me.
Okay.
That's probably good that she's still with you too.
He did just the other night do the same thing. He comes in the room and he just terrorizes me.
but not physically. I wanted to make that clear, and that's why the police didn't take him. And I said, sorry,
Take your time.
to the deputy, can you just make him leave, please? He said he hasn't put his hands on you. One of you can leave on your own. And I said, what does it take?
Yeah,
What does it take?
both in Oregon and Washington kind of share some of the same, I wouldn't really say laws, but some of the verbiage is the same. And essentially, if you both live in a place and you're not getting along, there's no legal authority we have to say, hey, you have to go, or you have to go. I think that the
My
best,
brother-in-law called
Yeah.
the police that day.
the best like what we can do here is offer you resources to like go elsewhere. Matter of fact, we can still do that for you, even though you're in Oregon. We can still do that for you to give you some.
To distract the detectives, she began to ramble about her current partner, John, painting a chaotic picture of financial codependency, manipulation, and a toxic home environment where she claimed she was being terrorized.
But even recently, I've tried, it sounds terrible, but I tried to keep him kind of calm by just not giving him hope, because he knows there's no hope. But he even said, if I had a gun, I'd kill myself. And then he was in the house that he's staying in, and he didn't answer, and I got really scared. So me and my daughter went there, and I knocked, and he wouldn't answer, and the door was open. I called his name, he wouldn't come. Sorry. So I told my daughter to call 911. I didn't want to go in the house. And he came out. I think he heard me say that, maybe, to make me feel bad.
Did Kevin ever specifically tell your mom?
This is changing just a little bit.
Well,
your
because
tone has
we're
changed
beating
a
around the
little bit.
bush, and I know it's past 6, and you're trying to go, and I'm trying to go.
It just kind of changed. I feel like.
Well, some of your answers have changed, and it sometimes we see deception come across in different ways.
Okay. I'm not
And
trying to be deceptive, and I told you that.
yep.
Okay.
And no offense, I'm not saying you are,
Okay.
but everybody in that chair says something similar to that effect.
Realizing Cynthia was deliberately changing her answers and avoiding the core truth, the lead detective directly called out her deceptive behavior. Cynthia grew defensive, claiming she felt cornered despite her promises of full honesty. The detectives played along, easing the tension just enough to conclude the interview and secure the final nails in Kevin's coffin.
No, I don't. This is changing to be something that you're saying like to be more truthful. I'm trying really hard. Like people in this position that are never in this position get nervous and scared. Maybe even if it was about stealing a piece of bubble gum, I would still be. But I think you're feeling like.
There's places in our interview, so we don't know you, we never met you.
Yeah.
And there's times where we ask something for response, and not so much what your answer is, but like what physically happens to you. And I think, and we apologize that we go there sometime.
Okay.
But I feel that you answered that appropriately, and I think for me, I think we're fine.
Okay. Like I
So,
was
I don't want
totally
you-
fine here,
Yeah.
like answering questions. Now my heart rate's up because I feel a change in you. Like
And, and that's probably on me, and it's been a long day. We've been in here for a long time, and I apologize if it came across that way.
I felt like I had something to hide, and maybe I have a bad memory or whatever, and I'm trying my best to be.
You did just fine, and I apologize for planting that seed because that wasn't my intention, and I don't want you to leave here thinking that that's what we're thinking now. So
Okay.
I apologize again, but we'll get you that resource school and the recording. It's now about 6:20.
With the autopsy confirming that Marcy had died from manual strangulation, and armed with a series of incriminating text messages, investigators decided it was time to act. On March 22nd, they arrested Kevin West. The firefighter who had spent his career saving lives was ultimately led away in handcuffs, accused of taking one.
What's happening? I didn't do anything.
So if you want to face our car for a second, if you want to take a step forward. Kevin,
You don't understand. I didn't do anything.
we'll talk about that here in a minute. Do you have anything on you? Anything sharp?
I have nothing. I just have something in my pocket. I don't know what.
Okay.
I have my rock and my pendants.
Okay. So we're gonna search you real quick, and then we'll take that to the car and we'll explain what's going on. Okay?
This is so. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Everything's gonna come with you.
That's why St. Michael.
I got it.
I can't do anything. It's not right. First, you pull him up, please.
What?
God. Okay.
You're not comfortable, so
I know.
you should keep your hands this way.
I'm a good man.
Kevin,
got
you
it.
should keep,
Okay.
release the tension in there, okay?
I tried to save my wife. I've only tried to save people my whole life. This isn't right.
Watch closely as the reality of his imminent arrest hits him. His voice immediately spikes into a defensive panic. He repeats the exact same phrase like a broken record. I didn't do anything. He even drops the ultimate line, I'm a good man. I've only tried to save people my whole life. Kevin seemed to believe that 30 years spent saving lives would make people see him differently, despite the accusations he was now facing.
And having these rights in mind, do you wish to talk to us now?
I want to have my attorney present.
Okay. And you said that was Brian Walker?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we're currently on speaker. Can you still hear us?
Yes, can I go ahead and add Mr. Walker to the call?
Yeah, and then once he's on the call, we'll go ahead and exit out the room, and I'll let Kevin take it off speaker so he could speak properly.
Okay, give me 1 moment.
Hey, can you hear me okay? This is Deputy Lawrence Sabata. Can you hear me okay?
Lawrence, hi, this is Brian Walker. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay. So we have Kevin West here. We're in a recorded room, audio and video. I'm going to turn off the audio here in a moment when we exit so you can talk to Kevin. And then I'm going to also take you off speakerphone here when you're ready.
Is he going to be lodged in the jail? You guys taking him to jail right now?
Yeah, we just have the pre-booking thing that we need to do. So we'll probably be headed over there within 10 minutes.
Did you guys do DNA swabs or anything like that?
Yeah, we did on a prior search warrant, which is, I don't know, probably a month or 6 weeks ago or so.
Yeah, I think January 31st.
You're right. I recall that. That's right. Never mind. Okay. I was just going to tell him to go ahead and do it, not to fight it. So, all right.
Kevin West, despite his previous emotional outbursts and desperate pleas of being a good man, suddenly remembers his intelligence. He doesn't want to explain his seizure story anymore. He wants a shield. He demands his attorney, Brian Walker. However, knowing the DNA evidence is already in the hands of the state, the lawyer tells Kevin not to fight the technicalities. The door to freedom was officially locking behind the former fire chief.
All right. We're good. Lawrence, do you have any questions for me?
No. And just, I guess the other piece of information is that we're going to get his cell phone out of his truck, and there's a search warrant being written for that. So we'll end up getting his current phone, and that's the only new thing that we have going on.
Okay. I appreciate you telling me that.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for the call, Lawrence. I truly appreciate it. Kevin, you stay tough, okay?
Okay, thank you, Mr. Walker.
All right. We'll see you soon.
Okay. Bye now.
Bye.
So like he said, we'll start hand jamming the paper that we have to do, and that way we can get you moved on to the next step as we go forward. You mentioned, do you need to use the restroom?
Please.
Okay, we can go do that now. So I'll turn this off. Policy. And do you want any more sips of water before we head over? Okay. So I'll have you call my partner.
All right, so
Final verdict. Throughout the trial, Kevin West stubbornly clung to his innocent facade. He admitted to the illicit affair, but adamantly denied the murder, sticking to his fabricated story about a tragic seizure. The courtroom was left in absolute disgust as evidence revealed that less than 30 days after strangling Marcy, Kevin was already engaged to Cynthia, even forcing his grieving children to be around his mistress. Even with a 25-year sentence handed down by the jury, Kevin's narcissism knew no bounds. He He continued to downplay the horrific crime, claiming his only mistake was the affair, while publicly declaring his love for Cynthia in front of the court. Do you think a 25-year sentence is enough justice for this tragic loss? Or did he deserve to spend the rest of his life behind bars? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share the video, and subscribe to our channel with notifications turned on so you never miss our daily body cam breakdowns.